think it's gonna work this time. That's weird. I was trying to get my live to start and the Wi-Fi was the problem. Anyway, good morning, people. How's everybody doing? It's a whole lot prettier outside today than it was yesterday. And all we're getting ready to do is go pick up AMI packets. Go in there.
Is Max Zarn?
Yes.
Okay.
We will see how long until I get interrupted again. I think everybody's just tired of this quarantine, so excuse the children that are gonna come running in here. But all right, so I got some new products in last week that I ordered, and just haven't done a live. I've been busy trying to get a setup in the spare room we have, for more of like an office type area. So I had to do that, and I've not got it finished. I got a whole bunch of stuff ordered from Amazon to do that. So, but I got stuff moved around, and I like it. I'm excited. And I've got a ring light coming. So if any of this light is like bad for y'all, I got a new one coming. Okay, so I'm going to start with my primer. And this is the VFX Pro primer. The silicone one. I have oily skin, and this is a mattifying primer. So, did y'all have a good weekend? Did you do anything exciting? I know that we just tried to relax this weekend mostly because that AMI work, between the AMI work and, cleaning all week, I feel like we don't get a break anymore. So we tried to take it easy this weekend. Plus, there's not a whole heck of a lot to do anyway, so, there's that. But like I said, I ordered a bunch of stuff from Amazon for my office type area that I'm putting in our spare room. And so I was thinking to myself, I was like, well, this is a great time to order from Amazon and stuff, and nobody has to worry about their things going missing from their front doors because we're all sitting at home waiting for them. So there's that. That's fabulous. But I think the kids are ready to see their teachers and stuff again, which, they don't get to go back this school year. So when they go, they're going to have different teachers. And I think they're kind of upset about that. But at least they're doing that Zoom, that online, where you can see your class and everything. So that's really nice for them. It's a little weird though, because, we're at home. And so they're seeing my home. I'm like, don't move over there so they don't see the pile of laundry or whatever behind you. So it's pretty serious when it gets down to that. But anyway, so next I'm going to use our concealer. And this is in shade 03. And as y'all can see, I've broken out on my chin mostly. This is what happens when I eat too much dairy. And last week we got ice cream, so that just threw me all the way off. But when y'all get a concealer, you want to get it a shade lighter than your makeup, at least a shade lighter. And and that way your makeup will cover it. Oh, I cleaned all my makeup brushes yesterday, and so they're they look new. Look at that brush. It looks super clean, super new. I use the tea tree oil bar soap to wash them, and it seems to really get all of the residue off. So afterwards, you're not still feeling or seeing makeup left on your brushes. I'm just using my beauty blender to pat that in. I switched my tables around, so I've got my dining room table in here, using that as a desk. And I moved the small table that I normally have in here for makeup and all that other stuff. I moved it out to the dining room because we don't really use our dining room. I don't know about y'all, but we don't do many meals in the dining room anymore. It's probably because there's nothing serious going on, so we don't need it. But y'all can see, do you see how good? Look at that coverage. It's pretty, let me turn this a little bit. The coverage is amazing. And today, the last time I ordered some samples of the VFX Pro foundation because I wanted to see what the coverage was like first. And not only that, I'm trying to find something that's not so heavy for the summer. So this time I ordered the CC cream, and that should be coming in my next order, which I'm really excited about that because our CC cream has the highest SPF. I think it has SPF 25. So for summer, when we're all out there playing and all that, it's already got that built-in SPF. So you don't have to worry about putting a sunscreen underneath, which is amazing because I can't ever remember to put sunscreen on before I put anything else on. So, but I'm going to use the 00 for the VFX Pro. And this foundation is actually $24.90. If you're a beauty influencer, it's going to be $11.45. I don't know if I did that math right, but I tried. I'm just putting a little bit on because I want to kind of see what the coverage is like first before I add more. And I like to use a makeup brush to do my foundation. It seems to go a whole lot faster and it seems to cover better than when I use a beauty blender. That's just a preference thing though. You can use the beauty blender if you'd like. Just try really hard not to use your fingers because using your fingers I don't think gets nowhere near the coverage. And not only that, you're wasting I think more when you do it that way. But look at that. That's just a little bit. And that, y'all are probably... Anybody who watches these later is probably like, why does she keep switching the light on her thing? Well, I'm just trying to give y'all every different light. Go ahead and put a little bit more. Oh, there we go. Oh, maybe added a little bit too much. We'll see. I want to see how it compares because I normally use the Stay Matte foundation because I have oily skin. And so when I use that, it seems to not leave any type of oily shine after I get done applying it. But I wanted to see what kind of coverage and wear time was for this foundation. So I've seen so many people use this foundation and they just are so amazed by the coverage. And now I can see why they're so amazed. Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy a full-size version of this. Okay, so we're done with that. And yeah, I love the Stay Matte. I think the only thing that I'm gonna have to see is the lasting time, really, for this foundation over the Stay Matte, because the Stay Matte one does not move at all day. Which again, crazy, especially when you have oily skin, for it not to move. I'm gonna go back in with the concealer. I'm gonna go, because I kind of left my eye area alone. I didn't use the foundation under there because I don't want it to cake up too much, or at all. I don't want it to cake at all. So I'm going to put that under the eyes. And this concealer is such a steal. Like, not, I mean, I've used a bunch of different concealers before. I've used, like the higher end concealer that I've ever used was a Tarte concealer, and it's Shape Tape. And I mean, it's pretty good. It's kind of drying, I think. And even for somebody with oily skin, if they say it's drying, I mean, you know it is. Okay. Got that on. I'm going to go back in with my Beauty Blender, and I'm going to blend that out. I'm going to go on top of my eyeballs, too. On top of my eyeballs. And when I do that, I use the side where there's the point on it, and I use it and I blend up. Because somebody said that when you do that, it gives you like that eye lift effect. So, and it's really true. So forget paying for an eye lift. You just get some good concealer and you put it up under there and you just go up. Plus, if it looks weird, you don't have to pay to get it like reversed. Anyway. Made crockpot chicken tacos yesterday, and the kids like tore them up, which is crazy because normally I have to force the kids to eat dinner no matter what I make, unless it's like chicken nuggets, because it's chicken nuggets and every kid loves those. Okay, so we've got that on. And if you need to add more of this concealer, you can. It's layerable, and it works just as good with a second layer on. The next thing we're going to go in and do is use our contour stick. Ooh. I'm sorry, all my stuff is not in the normal spots that I have it. Not in the normal spots. Okay, so we're going to use the contour stick. And this thing is huge. Like, I don't think I'm going to have to buy another one of these for months. You're just going to put it right underneath where your cheekbone is. And then right around your hairline. Down the sides of your nose. Right there. Underneath your lip, and it makes it look fuller, your bottom lip. And then down underneath your chin. And you don't have to do underneath, but some people have like a double chin, or like this spot like hangs down. And mine kind of does, not always. It just kind of depends. It kind of depends on how much I have indulged that week with foods I shouldn't eat so much of. But what contouring does is it changes your face shape. So if you're wanting to hide something or to change the way something looks, it's all about where you put your contour, your lines. So if you have like a round face or an oval face, you can change it and make it more like heart-shaped. And that's all about where you put your contour lines. So, and when I learned how to contour, I had somebody actually teach me that did makeup at Dillard's. And so she showed me how to contour for my face. So I've never like questioned it. I just have done it the same for like 3 years. And it's not difficult once you get used to doing it. Once you get used to doing it, it's kind of second nature. You just go in and do it the same way every single time. Now, when you age or your skin changes, you want to go back and reevaluate how you do it. And when you do down the side of your nose, you want to kind of like pinch your brush so that it doesn't move it so much. You just kind of want to blend it in, but you don't want to smear the brown down the sides. Otherwise, it'll make you look kind of like you got a brown nose, and you don't want to do that when that's not your natural color there. So, and you're going to pinch your brush again to do up underneath your lip. Because again, you're not wanting that to move. You're not wanting that to move so much. You just want it to stay in that one place. So, after you do that, we're going to go in with the 3-in-1 face palette. Y'all are going to have to tell me when you jump on, because I can't see. I see that there's people watching, but I can't see who it is. So, you have to say something to me. This one's still a little damp. Okay, so when I do the 3-in-1 face palette, I use my oval brush, and it's flat. It's really dense. And I'm going to go in with the bronzer. I think I'm going to have to use a different brush, because it's kind of damp. Okay. I'm just going the same spots that I did with the contour stick. This one's too damp. Let me do this one. I guess that brush didn't dry all the way, so we're going to go and use a different one. And I like for you to be able to see when I do contour, because otherwise, what's the point in doing it? So that's why I do another layer. Lita, I wish I was an expert. I'm just thankful that somebody showed me how to do this years ago, so I didn't have to like learn from a tutorial video. Then I wouldn't suggest watching me do it. It would be a mess. Okay. I guess I need to lay these brushes back out so they can dry all the way. I thought they had dried. I guess I was wrong about that. But you just do it in the same area. And you're going to take that same brush that you used to blend out the contour stick, and you're going to blend that. Because you don't want like a harsh line there. You want to see the shadow. And that's the other thing about contours. Wherever a shadow would be, like with lighting like this, if there would be a shadow there, that's where you're going to put the contour. So, just those things to keep in mind. Like I said, we're not going anywhere special today. We're literally going to Callan's school to pick up another AMI packet and drop off his completed ones. So there's not even going to be anybody there. I think they have got like a bin sitting outside of the school for you to do that, so nobody's going to even see me. But neither here nor there. Sometimes you just got to do things to feel put together. Okay. And once you've got that blended out, I don't like it to, I don't know, my nose is more narrow up at the top. So whenever I put the contour, I have to be careful because where my eye is, it tends to settle there. So I always have to go back and make sure that I didn't leave a line or too much product there. Okay. So we got that done. What we're going to do next, I go in with a translucent powder. And I just got these in. I got the powders that pharmacy sells, that I sell with pharmacy. And I had been using the e.l.f. transparent powder. So here's this one. It's like super smooth. And there's the color right there. It's really shiny. It's like really luminescent. That's right. I'm going to go back in with the Blenderful. Beauty blender, sorry. And I'm just going to swirl it. I'm just swirling it around there. And I'm going to put it where I put my concealer. When I put it under my eyes and right down the middle of my face. And this is, I think this is called baking. Pretty sure that's what somebody told me this was called. And when you do that, it pushes the product in. When I started doing this, I realized a huge difference in how my makeup stayed all day. How well it stayed, how fresh it looked. And so I've been doing this ever since then because when you have oily skin, product of any type tends to move and slide at some point during the day. So you want to be careful about, number one, what kind of products you use, and number two, how much of that product you use and the way you apply it. So a lot of people use like a brush to apply powders and things like that. If I use a brush, it doesn't seem to stay. It doesn't seem to stay there during the day. So when I use the blender sponge, it sets it better. So your cream foundation, your liquid foundation, concealer, all of that, this sets it so much better when you use like the baked method. Then I'm going to go in with the warm, I don't know if you can see that color, the Warm Light perfecting powder, and we're going to put that everywhere that I did not put the transparent powder. So we just do the same thing. You're just kind of pushing it in. That's the way I think about it. You're just kind of pushing the product in to set it for the rest of the day. It's not like you don't use a setting. Well, I use a setting spray also. Do you see that coverage though? Like, look how pretty. It's such a pretty, so pretty, so pretty. I think I'm definitely going to have to buy this foundation. I've got, like I said, I've got that CC cream. One of my friends had ordered the CC cream from me, and I told her, I was like, well, when that comes in, because we have like the same skin color, I say that loosely. She has some redness in her skin. I do too, but it's almost like we have different undertones. I think we have different undertones, but still, she uses a light shade. I use a light shade. So I told her, I was like, when that comes in, I need to try it. And sure enough, I tried it this weekend, and woo. So I've got the CC cream coming in. Okay, so I think I got it. I think. And when you're using foundation or any like powders, make sure to kind of like pull your nose down, because up underneath there, I tend to forget, and I don't put any product there. And so like when I smile or something and my nose moves, you can see where I didn't add any product. So make sure to do that. And make sure to pat it in really well too, because you don't want it to crease under there either, which, I mean, because it's already in a crease. So just be more careful when you're doing that. Okay. I think I'm overdoing it now. I need to stop. Okay. But these are really good. They smell really good, which I don't know about y'all, but I smell everything. And they have like a vanilla smell, scent to them. So they're awesome. I have not had a product work as well as these ones do, especially for the price. I've never had anything work as well as these products do. So... especially for the price. I feel like one of the kids is whistling at me in here. It's my son. Yeah, he's coming. Okay, so we're going to go back in with the 3-in-1 palette. And I'm going to go in with the blush. I started doing something different too with my the 3-in-1 palette, because I normally put the highlighter on first, but I've changed it a little bit to where I put the blush on first, then I'll set my face before I put the highlighter on. And it seems to stay or show up a little bit better too throughout the day. Not like this highlighter's not super bright anyway, so. Huh?
Can we do a puzzle?
Yeah, honey.
This puzzle that we were just watching.
Yeah, honey, but we gotta go get an AMI packet first, and then we can come back and do that, okay? And this blush color, is really pretty too. Do you see that? It's a really pretty, it's got more red in it than pink. So it's a really pretty color. I have to be kind of light-handed with it because of how pale I am. But even then, it looks super pretty. So, since we've done that, I'm going to do my eyebrows next. And again, excuse me while I grab the things that I need because, like I said, I did not take them out and reorganize after I used them this weekend. So, my bad, people. Okay, so I plucked my eyebrows this morning because they were starting to look really wayward. What I'm using is the eyebrow pomade, and this is in the shade Blonde. And I just dip in there, and I'm using a two-sided brush. It's got an angle, and then it's got the spoolie on the end. I got this from Pharmacy, and I want to say it's only, I think it's $5.90. And the angle on it is perfect. Let me actually sit in front of the camera while I'm doing that so y'all can actually see it. So let me get this out. Okay, so I'm going to go from the bottom. I'm going to go straight. Okay. And then I'm going to go down. You're just going to follow the line, like the natural line of your eyebrow. And that way it doesn't like look too crazy. It won't look insanely full or like you just drew the whole thing on. And then with the top, oh, you can't see that. With the top, you're going to do the same thing. You just want to brush down your eyebrow hair first. And don't go all the way to that corner on the top. Because this area right here is naturally kind of wayward. So you want to take the angled brush and then flick up. Just like your natural eyebrow hairs do. And we're going to go across. Here we go. And what I tend to do after I'm done doing it, I'll brush it through. And this eyebrow pomade, excuse me, does not move at all during the day. And you see the difference with one being done and then the other one not. It's insane. They look so much more clean. Especially like now when nobody can get them done by a professional. And you've just got to kind of, pluck them and pray. Oh, I'm going to brush it up. Okay, so after you brush up, you're going to go and we're doing the same thing that we did on the other side. And with the bottom, you do go all the way to the edge. And you're going to come across. And again, you're just following like the natural line of your eyebrows. Because otherwise, mine always look really boxy when I do it if I don't follow the natural line. And they look like caterpillars on my face. So I don't do that. Hey, Hannah. I'm starting to be able to see people. It's just crazy. Like, you can see a number, but you can't see who's watching. So just kind of talking to myself. Okay, so then you're going to go down from the top. The same angle that they naturally are. Got the child whispering or whistling. And then again, we go from the top. And you don't go all the way to the edge with it. You're going to go just that way. Okay. And then you're going to fill it in. Fill it in. There we go. And then go to the end and flick up again. Just like your eyebrow, like I said, like your eyebrow hairs naturally do, you do the same thing with the brush. And then we're going to take the spoolie end, and like I did with this other one, brush it down. And kind of spread that product out. Okay. So what are you doing, baby? Don't pull anything. I don't want you to pull that off or on top of yourself or anything like that.
I can see under.
Okay. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to use my eyebrow mascara. And this is in the transparent shade.
Ooh, look at that.
Oh, yes, honey. No, you're going to break that, honey. You're going to break it. Okay, so, and you see how small that brushes, it's perfect for your eyebrow hairs because you know they're short. Well, they're shortish. They're shorter than your eyelash hairs. That's true. Okay, so I'm going to go, and I'm just going to go right over it. It's a clear, so it doesn't show up. And all this does is help set your eyebrows in place. The pomade already does that, but I like a second layer. I don't know, it makes me feel more secure in how my eyebrows look. Like, if I sweat that day, they're not going to just sweat off the side of my face. Especially because I'm running half the time with these kids out in the backyard in the you know, Arkansas humidity back there. And then you're just brushing, combing it through just like you do with like mascara for your eyes. And it'll set this in place. And this eyebrow mascara is $11.90. It comes in different shades too. It's not just the clear, the transparent. Callum, go over that way. Baby, go. Don't make me tell you again. Go. It's it comes in a blonde shade, a brown, and a dark, I believe. And like I said, it's only $11.90. And it doesn't, your eyebrows will not move during the day. I can almost guarantee that. I don't know what you'd have to do to get them to move. You have to sweat a whole lot more than I do during the day. But okay, so so we're gonna set our face. And when I use, we've got 2 different setting sprays with Pharmacy. This is the BeFit setting spray.
Mama,
It's actually also a refresher spray that that during the day you can spray back over your face to refresh your makeup and all of that. So if you work out or do anything like that, or you go outside and play with your kids and you need to go somewhere, you can take your spray and just refresh your makeup. Okay, so we're gonna
Mama.
every time I do that, I gotta remember not to open my mouth and like I'll swallow it. Like I don't do it all the time. And this setting spray is $9.90. We've got a whole series of BeFit products. There's a tinted moisturizer.
Mama, can I make one of my airplanes?
There is yes, honey. There's a tinted moisturizer. There's a CC powder.
What about Sissy? Can Sissy have one?
No, she's doing her work. So please stay in here and let her finish her work. I lost my train of thought. BeFit series. There's a whole BeFit series. There's tinted moisturizer, color correcting powder, obviously the refresher spray, makeup wipes, eyebrow mascara, and a lip and cheek tint also. It's a liquid lip and cheek tint too, which I've never used, so it kind of makes me nervous to branch out with things like that, especially with oily skin. I feel like if I use too much of any creamy products on my skin, it makes it more oily, and that's not what I'm trying to do. I don't want to make the problem worse. So, kind of how I think about things. Is it going to make it worse or is it going to help? So what I'm going to do, since like I said, I'm not going out into the actual world, like I'm not going to the store or anything, I'm going to put just a little bit of the bronzer on my eyelids.
Well, these are the ones that I really like.
Oh yeah, the airplanes.
Yeah,
Y'all, he's got these airplanes, these like paper airplanes that he got for, can you just, hold on, that he got for Valentine's Day to go in his Valentine's. Yes, baby, you can. And he forgets about them every time until he comes back into this room and sees them in the little craft area over here. But he always wants to put one together, which I don't understand why, because they just end up in the trash by the end of the week. And I did say week. They get lost. I don't see them, you know. And I'm not the greatest with mascara. I'm not mascara, with eyeshadow. So when I do it, I try to do that windshield wiper thing like you're supposed to, see? And then halfway through it like gets stuck. I don't know what it's getting stuck on. But I can't do it the whole time like most people can. But anyway, so I guess the method I've been using all these years works. So I figure it doesn't make me look too crazy. Okay. All right. So we've got that on. I'm not doing anything else with my eyes as far as eyeshadow goes today. Because again, we're not going anywhere. We're not going to see people. Unless they're also picking up an AMI packet. And in that case, they're parents too. So, excuse me, y'all. Sorry. Okay, so I haven't used the highlighter yet. Like I said, I've been trying a different method with it. So I put it on after my setting spray. Okay, I'm going to go in there with the highlighter and this cute little brush, which I think I got from Ipsy like years ago. It's like a Lisa Frank brush. There's no tires on it, so I can't make a Tiger King joke. I can't. Okay, so when I do highlighter, I go right around the eye and across the cheekbone right there. And then I do it right in the middle of my forehead and down my nose. I'm getting notifications about all of these Amazon packages I ordered. Like I said in the beginning, I'm setting up an office space in my spare room. Not only for pharmacy, but I've got some other exciting things coming up, and I really needed an area to be able to do that. So, in setting that up, so I've ordered everything off of Amazon, I think, that could be used in an office. So, we shall see how it all works out for Tiara. Huh?
I can't get the wing again.
Well, I gotta do some airplane surgery. Assembly. Okay. It's like a little foam plane. I've broken so many of these trying to pull this through. Hey, honey, you need to get dressed, okay? All right, here you go. It's all the way in there. All right. So I've got the highlighter on, and you can see. Look at the shine on that. It's really pretty too. It's let me put that on my finger so y'all can kind of see it. You see? It's like really, it's got that iridescence to it, just like the translucent powder. It's got that same type of iridescence. And what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to take what I just put on my finger with the highlighter, and I'm going to go up underneath my eyebrow. And just give a little more something to it. You see? Oh, I think it's light. Okay. Done playing with the light, sorry. That's what happens when you've been in the house too long. Start doing crazy stuff just to keep yourself entertained. To try out these brushes. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put on mascara. I got a new one in. I've got the Zen mascara now. This is our cheapest mascara. This is $8.90. And I've already got the 3D mascara, which I really, really love. But like I said, this one's even more affordable than that one. So, and it's a great one to just to try as far as our products go. And if you don't like it, you didn't, break the bank or anything. Not like you will with any of our products, but it's, it's a good one to try. And you see, there's longer bristles. And then there's shorter bristles on the bottom. And the shorter bristles really grab your bottom lashes and coat them with the product. So it's pretty amazing. I swear I left Callan out there watching Frozen, and I don't hear Frozen anymore. I don't know what he's out there watching. I cannot talk while I do mascara at all. I just cannot do it. Otherwise, I make a huge mess. Okay, so I'm going to take that shorter side and do my bottom lashes. And I mean, it just grabs those little ones, those little bitty things, and pulls them. This is a steal too. Like, I've never had a mascara that works this well. I would almost say that this one is my favorite over the 3D. Do you see that? Look how short that side looks compared to this one. Those bottom lashes. Amazing. It's really awesome. And this, and like I said, this is a mascara I just got in last week. So I've only used it a couple of times. But it just, I mean, it goes on so smooth. It doesn't clump. It doesn't leave any of those little small areas untouched either. Oh, and I just touched that whole body. Look, just touched my whole cheek. I wonder if that ring light, when it comes in, because I ordered a ring light too from Amazon for my whole setup here. When I do these videos or when I take pictures or anything like that, I just touch my face again. And I wonder how the lighting's going to be on that, like compared to my mirror. Because the mirror's pretty awesome. It's just, you know, it's just, I can't put my phone on it. So I can't go ahead and add that to my experience for y'all. Okay, so what I'm going to do, like whenever you get a mark from your mascara, if you let it dry and you take your spoolie brush and you just brush it away, it'll pull it away. And so you don't have to worry about smudging your makeup or anything like that, which is awesome, especially when you do a an eyeshadow look and you've worked so hard on it and then you put your mascara on and mess it up. That's never fun. So that's one of those things, that a little trick that I learned. So Zen mascara is $8.90. I just got that in. And then and then the other thing I got is the Nude Essence shade of the liquid matte lipstick. I've got the mauve pink one already, and I really like that one. And I tend to wear, nude type colors during the week on my lips. So that's why I got those two first. I've got another one coming, this next order. It's called Brave, and it looks really pretty. And I'm super excited. I need somebody to teach me how to do lip liner, though. Because I really want to order lip liner, but I don't know what to do with it. And I feel like I'd mess it up really bad. I swear I also can't breathe when I do my lipstick either. Okay. I thought I had some on my teeth. But look how pretty that is too. And this is, like I said, this is shade 03. It's Nude Essence. And y'all, the only thing that I have a problem with these with some of these products is the sticker placement. So they put the sticker like right here, as you can see, and it drives me nuts every time I use it because I want to just peel it off, and it's really hard to get that sticky stuff off. I need to get some rubbing alcohol, but you know, you can't find that in stores right now. Oh, it's coming off now. But anywho's, okay, so like I said, this is Nude Essence, and it's our liquid matte lipstick, and these are $11.90, and this stuff does not budge all day. It will, again, it will not sweat off. It will not, it's just not going anywhere during the day. And I drink quite a bit without a straw. So it should go somewhere, but this stuff, it doesn't go nowheres. And it doesn't dry out your lips either, like some matte lipsticks do. But so yeah, that's all I have for y'all today. I've got another, like I said, I've got another order coming in. I'm going to do a grab bag for products. What it is I'm going to post a couple of numbers, maybe like 5 numbers. Y'all are going to tell me a number. They're going to be $30 bags. So what I'm going to do is, once you message me that you want one of those grab bags, I will request $30 from you, and I will put together a bag for you and send you that bag, bring it to you, send you in the mail, whatever I've got to do, just to kind of try out the products that we have, and kind of get out there with those, because I feel like if you try these products, you're going to fall in love with them like I did, and you're going to want to use them, and you're going to see how great they are on your skin, and that they don't create any extra problems for you. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to post about the grab bags, or the glam bags, or whatever you want to call it. I'll come up with a cute name. And you'll pick a number, and I'll request that $30 from you, and I will get you $30 worth of products. And it'll be like skincare, might be a mascara, but some of those products for you to just try. Because like I said, I think that if you try them once, you're going to fall in love with them. So I'm going to do that later today. Y'all have a great day. Just stay inside and stay away from folks. Bye, y'all.